asked her politely, could you go in there and clean the toothpaste off the mirror? She didn't pay him no mind. He asked her again, could you clean the toothpaste off the mirror? She got attitude with him, gave him the middle finger. Austin flipped. He pissed. He started yelling. They started going back and forth. And she ran towards him like she ran towards him, you know, swinging at him or whatever. He basically pushed her up off of him or whatever. She ran back on him, up on him and started back swinging. He yelled at her, cussed out or whatever, told her to get her stuff and get the hell out.
That are secretly.
We got our returning addition to the show.
And I
look at it. Look.
Taking my first step. I get the foot. Taking my first step.
How do you feel to be back on camera? Huh?
Straight to McDonald's. I ain't had none of this.
Huh?
I'm mad. Yeah. Oh shit. Great.
How do you feel to be back on camera?
Not really.
What up, guys? This is one and only Travel Time with Paul. Make sure you like and subscribe. Share this video. Now, there ain't no need to give a mini monologue on this video. I'm gonna get straight into the topic. The topic of this video is the deception of Austin Holloman's Thai girlfriend. Now, as you guys that already know who's either subscribed to Austin or know who Austin Holloman is, we're talking about the infamous Kate, his Thai girlfriend that started off as his tour guide. So let's get into it. Okay, you got this young, at the time, 23-year-old African-American guy who got famous on TikTok and YouTube or whatever for telling guys to get their passport and talking about the women in America, they pH balance is off and they won't even cook a big pot of spaghetti and they're allergic to even touching a broom to sweep the floor or whatever. And he had a cult following for a minute. Then you had this situation that happened in Brazil where to the point he had to leave by choice but not forced, word on the street is. So as he leaves Brazil, his original plan was to go to the Philippines, but he decided to go to Thailand instead or whatever. So he arrives in Bangkok, Thailand, and when he gets there, he doesn't know anyone. So to network and to get his pregame on, he gets on Bumble. And as he gets on Bumble, he meets this young Thai American woman by the name of Kate or whatever. Now I'm gonna tell you guys something. I've seen her on Bumble before. We even matched before Austin even went to Thailand. She's matched with a whole lot of African American men, which is a red flag. But I didn't realize it was her until I met her in person and we went to Scotland Island that time. Now she was on the beach and I recognized a tattoo on her butt cheek and I was like, wait a minute. I knew Shorty looked familiar, but that's another story. But I digress. So, as you guys already know, he did the video. He was sitting at the dinner table with her. She was pushing him upside the head and that kind of went semi-viral or whatever. But he was telling everybody, nah, we don't have any type of relationship. She's just my tour guide. I knew damn well she was more than a damn tour guide and I didn't even know Austin at the time. So, long story short, she goes to Phuket. She goes to Phuket, Thailand or whatever. And he stays in Bangkok. A week later, I meet Austin. By coincidence, I don't even think he was in Thailand 2 weeks. And I just so happened to run across him on Soy 11. And that's the night we connected and we vibed. And we've been mostly keeping in touch ever since then. That's like my little brother. But I digress. So, fast forward, I finally get to meet him and Kate in person or whatever. I met them at Flex. I was at 808 having a decent time or whatever. And every time on the weekends, whenever I go to 808, I like to go down to Flex or whatever. Because 808 closed hell around 2, 3 a.m. And Flex is still open or whatever. So I went to Flex and I see this blonde-headed Thai woman with the chubby cheeks looking familiar. I'm like, where do I know Shorty from? Then I see Austin Holloman sitting next to her. I'm like, oh damn, he here? I didn't know he was coming to Pattaya. I think he sent me a message he would be there, but I forgot to reply whatever because I had a lot going on. And this was the first time I met her in person. That first night, I seen so many red flags. She was twerking on the pole and whatever. Y'all saw the shorts. I was there that night. She was twerking. I was like, damn, Austin, you sure this just your tour guide? That's when he let it be known. I think they had made her official at this point. Now, it didn't cross my mind she was a freelancer because I'm still new to Thai culture. Plus, she has been spending time in America. So I figure, why would she be a freelancer if she got a pops living in San Francisco who was making good money? And I assume he was the one sending her money. But we gonna get into how she was getting her money. And this is not a video. This is not a video to bash her. So she was twerking or whatever like a hood rat Asian woman from East Oakland. I'm like, damn, bro. Like, You really could have stayed in the States for that. But you in Florida, y'all be quick to holler, in the States, all you can get is. But that's another story. I ain't gonna throw you guys under the bus. So he hits me up the next day and asked me did I want to kick it. And that's when they came over and got the video footage of my condo, the condo I was staying in, living in at the time. Y'all seen that video. Then we set up plans, me and the raggedy chick that I was with, that everybody think broke my heart. If they think that Scarecrow, the orangutan looking shorty broke my heart, they mustn't see what I could really get when I was over there. So anyway, we set up plans for Valentine's to do like a double date to meet on Cotton Island or whatever. And he got content of that. Long story short, they was vibing so well and the chemistry was so strong. Marlo, don't start there, leave that shit alone. They was vibing so well on Cotton Island or whatever, like a real, it looked so real. It was real. So I thought to myself, well, maybe she just dressed like a slut or a thought or whatever, but she's really not a full-time thought or a freelance or a pro, is what I thought. And when me and Austin got along, I asked her, I said, so what is it she does for a living? Because remind you guys, Austin didn't have a lot of money at this time. He'll tell you that. She was paying for everything. When they was together, I didn't hardly see him pay for anything. And if you guys know anything about a lot of the freelancers in Thailand, man, you're gonna be paying most of the time for dinner, dates, drinks, and everything. Maybe if she like you, yeah, a lot of times if she like you or whatever, and you that green is your first time there, you don't know that's what she does, and she'll break bread with you. She'll be spending the last American guy money on you or with you. Well, that seemed to have been the case in this situation. So she took a liking to Austin or whatever. And they had little small arguments, nothing major or whatever, just girlfriend, boyfriend type shit. Well, I started really seeing her true colors once we left Cotton Island or whatever, and we went back to Pattaya. We was at the Starbucks, and there was a beautiful Russian woman just sitting out on the outside on the patio. Kate confronted him, and I realized why she did it, because she was insecure. Because the whole time, she had a lot going on. She had guys sending her money from overseas. She had sugar daddies, black African-American sugar daddies. That's how she was making her living. That's how she was surviving the whole time she was with Austin. Because if you're going to date a freelancer over there, and you ain't providing her no money, she still going to have to go out and do what she got to do and get it how she live to bring back the bacon. So, but that wasn't the case in this situation, because she had some suckers on standby. Unfortunately, you got a lot of these dudes that's living abroad, and they fall in love with the peace leave like some man, and they get to sending these women a lump sum of money. Now, a lot of you guys was like, Travel Time with Paul, why you taking off for Austin? You know there was a freelancer he was with. I really didn't know. I found out later as time went on. Hell, I thought he knew once I found out. He really didn't know. Now, I guess y'all, a lot of guys' excuse would probably be, damn, was Austin Holloman Schefter or something? Or is it his age, or was he that green? Well, I'm here to tell y'all guys, she was very convincing. She had us all fooled. Cause I remember when we was at Cajun Life Cafe, Austin asked her, so what you do for a living? You sure you ain't a freelancer? She busted out and started crying. Why would you say that? No, I'm not a freelancer. Now, I had no idea the girl that Floyd went viral with, Kate Friend, the one that said I cook and I clean, she's a full-time freelancer. So I started thinking, well, that don't make sense. Birds of a feather flock together. Why, if she not a freelancer, why are her friends freelancers, but she's not? Nah, something ain't adding up with that. But she was very convincing though, because I've never seen no freelancer in Thailand stay around a guy that long if he don't have her on the salary or if he's not taking care of her. So I was like, well, maybe she's not one, And I also kept trying to get her to stop dressing like a slut. But he later found out why she went. She was advertising. Once he left and went to the Philippines, she was going to get back out there and make that money, get it how she been getting it, the hook away. So I hang out with them until it was time for Austin to get on his plane to go to the Philippines. She cried or whatever, and she was all up under him. But I did notice something. There was this guy from New York. He opened up he had a food truck. It's called Brooklyn Bites over there. They invited all the black YouTubers, every YouTuber that was in Thailand at the time, to this meeting. So a lot of us showed up. And I noticed every time a black guy walked by, they gonna recognize Austin Holloman, so they gonna come over and speak. Whenever they would walk off, you know what Kate would say? He tried to talk to me. He stuck his tongue out at me. He winked at me. Man, Austin was ready to get together and beat their asses, because that's the little homie. I'm glad I wasn't that damn foolish, though. Ooh, I'm glad I wasn't that stupid. Because there's one guy in particular. He tall, dark brown skin, young, dreadlocks. Y'all probably seen him a few times in Tricky Mac videos. He been trying to get at her for the longest behind Austin back. I remember one time we was at the Marju bar. Austin was doing a live with BMT upstairs. You had this dude with a cartoon character voice. I bullshit you not, he didn't know me and Austin was cool at the time. He walked up to Kate. Hey, how you doing? I'm a big time YouTuber. I'm about to get ready to go to Dubai. You wanna go with me? We can blow out together. I can show you more love than Austin hollered at me. Well, I didn't know what they was talking about. I saw him talking to her, but I ain't think nothing of it. Cause what the hell I look like going over there, hey, this Austin Holloman girlfriend, you need to step back. That I would have looked at goofy as hell. Well, I didn't ask her what they talk about because it was my business. She wasn't my old lady, that was Austin. But she didn't say nothing to Austin about it at the time. I don't think. It wasn't until the night we went to Brooklyn Bites grand opening or whatever, it seemed like every single black guy we saw, she had a problem with him. He looked at me, he did this. Well, come to find out, she must have enjoyed that shit, and she had some history with him before it seemed. Cause there was one guy, y'all probably seen him before. He tall, he got the blonde spots in the top of his head, whatever. She claimed he was bragging about how he was a millionaire, how he could do this, how he could change her life. And she was dissing him. The whole time she was feeling him with her fake ass. No offense, Kate. But anyway, back to the story. So, I'm walking Austin Holloman and his girl back to their condo, the base at the time. They were staying at the base. Patia so small, we ended up running across the squeaky voice YouTuber. The big time YouTuber. It turns out he only had 500 subscribers, but he's a big time YouTuber. And he was following us like a creep. It's nighttime. Man, we felt like the black Jeffrey Dahmer was around us. So Austin said, let's pull over to the side. We pull over to let him by. This fool didn't even walk by. He stopped and Kate started shivering like it was 20 below in Chicago with the wind blowing at the same time. So he introduced himself to Austin and everything. And he had that squeaky voice and then they departed. That's when Kate was like, that's the guy, Austin. That's the guy that says he's a big time YouTuber and he could fly us out to, he could fly me out to Dubai and all that. We just laughed it off. Well, let's go back to Gotland Island. Maybe don't, I noticed when Kate was dressed up, like, you know, she had off the thongs up her booty and all that to go swimming and shit when we was on the beach. It was a gang of Indian guys kept coming over there, kept trying to take pictures with her. And I kept thinking like, who would do that with a normal woman? Maybe they know some, our green asses don't know. We green as Kentucky grass. So, one of the Indian guys whispered up in her ear, go with me now, leave them. I'll pay you $10,000, 10,000 US dollars. I said, damn. Well, fast forward, I understand why they said that now. They saw her for what she really was. So, Austin get ready to go out to the Philippines or whatever. He flies out to the Philippines, we keep in touch. Him and Kate kept in touch for 3 days. All of a sudden, she just stopped messaging him and stopped answering his calls or whatever. I thought that was odd, but Austin got that mentality where he don't have no folks to give. So, he went to the Philippines and Lackoversity, aka Travelversity video comes on. Who do we see in the video? At Club Sugar in Bangkok on Soy 11. The infamous Kate. I'm like, damn, that's weird, but he only showed her for a few seconds. Then it really got odd when she went to Pattaya and she actually she stayed the night at the condo. And I was like, damn, that's supposed to be Austin homeboy. Why the hell she be all in the video with him? And I guess that wouldn't be a problem, but the problem would be is, why the hell she staying at their place? Hell, hotel, cheap as hell on Beach Road. But we gonna talk about why she was staying at their place. Now we know it all makes sense. So, fast forward, Austin go to the Philippines and I asked him what do he think about her being in a Travelversity video.
Okay, we partying tonight. We got two beauties in the house. Y'all look nice, y'all. Where y'all think y'all going? Where do y'all think y'all going? Alright, so Kate's staying with us for a few days. So we're gonna show her a good time. So I wasn't trying to drink tonight.
He said, man, I don't give a fuck, but do you think they did anything? I said, it's a possibility they probably did, cause I mean, his girl, she goes both ways, like I 40 or whatever. So I ain't no telling, they probably had a threesome with her, who knows? Well, that's most likely what happened. So Austin goes to the Philippines and then he leaves there, he goes to Vietnam, he leaves there and go to Cambodia. His friend, Rilla, used to be his friend, they was planning on meeting in Thailand. They met at the Bangkok airport and Austin asked me, he said, should he start back using Kate in his videos or whatever? I told him, cause I'm very wise. I said, nah, that's a bad idea, don't do it. If she didn't keep in touch with you once you left and you couldn't get in touch with her, why would you put her in a video? Then she was already in Travelversity video. That wouldn't be a good look at all. I would find somebody else if I was you. But he ended up listening to that big Michelin man, dude known as Rilla. You should probably put in the video. And we see where that went. That went south quick. Like the reverse Great Migration. So, as you seen, he gets back to Bangkok, whatever. He's filming her and she's acting like she don't really want to be around him. And something was off about her. She looked paler and more trashy, like she been on the coke binge the whole weekend or whatever. Well, make a long story short, they weren't really getting along behind the scenes, but I think people kind of peeped that based on the chemistry on the few videos they did once he got back to Thailand. Well, one day, the last time they spent time with each other, she was at his Airbnb. She brushed her teeth and she left toothpaste all over the mirror. He asked her politely, could you go in there and clean the toothpaste off the mirror? She didn't pay him no mind. He asked her again, could you clean the toothpaste off the mirror? She got attitude with him, gave him the middle finger. Austin flipped. He pissed. He started yelling. They started going back and forth. And she ran towards him like she ran towards him, you know, swinging at him or whatever. He basically pushed her up off of him or whatever. She ran back on him, up on him and started back swinging. He yelled at her, cussed out or whatever, told her to get her stuff and get the hell out. She stood in the hallway crying and made a scene or whatever. So since she was making such a scene and went leave by his door, he didn't want that attention. He told her to go, just come back in here or whatever. And as she was talking, she told him, I don't recognize you right now. You're a monster. He had a glass of water he was drinking, but he was so pissed walking back and forth, he crushed the glass and blood went everywhere. Then, before he put her out again, she told him, you're corny, your China's gonna fall off, you wouldn't be nothing without me, I made you. He responded back, oh, whether you know it or not, you're not even my type. I'm not into Asian women like that, so you can go. Well, she stayed there for another hour or so, and then eventually she left and went to go stay back over at Travelversity in Lucky Place. Rumors spread it around quick that Austin got angry and got very violent with her and put his hands on her. That was word on the street there. He didn't know this at the time until he showed up at a party later on that night that he didn't even know she was going to be at. Well, whenever him and really got to the party, it was like some pool party they was throwing. She was there. When she laid eyes on Austin, what do y'all think she did? She busted out and started crying. The other Thai women got around and the Black American Sims, they got around. It's gonna be all right, Asian queen. We got you. We got you. And the Thai women, they was like making sure everything was good. Austin was standing there like he ran out of fuck to give. Like, I don't give a damn. Hey, she ain't my problem no more. It's what he thought. Now, before all this happened, there was a situation before Austin went to the Philippines. We're gonna go back to when we was at the Cage Life Cafe. You got two brothers, they from America, light-skinned brothers. One of them, I guess, was supposed to had linked up with Austin. I think one of them even came up on the live. Austin better than me because I wouldn't have done it. When we was sitting at Cage Life Cafe, he showed me one of the guys' Instagram or whatever. Dude, light skin, tatted up, muscles and shit. And he showed Kate. Kate looked at it. Kate was talking shit about the guy. He had that attractor. Oh, he looks weird. He looks like he bisexual. Is he on steroids? Said all that to go behind Austin back later on that night and send the dude a DM on Instagram talking about some high daddy. Now, the woman gotta be as fake as a $6 bill. Now, for all the guys thinking they gonna go over there and she gonna grow out of her whole face, they gonna turn her into a housewife. Nah, she gonna have to wear that whole face on her neck like a 1999 Cash Money necklace forever. Cause what's on the internet never gets deleted. So, fast forward, they break up whatever, they stop talking. And now, some of Austin's so-called enemies, she creeping with him. Every time Austin go to like an event or he go to 808, he go anywhere, he sees her. She with the tall guy with the dreadlocks. That bit, I mean, this dude was so thirsty for Kate. Guess what he did, y'all? When he thought Kate was gonna be at Travelversity and Lucky Spot, this young dude showed up and stayed over there for damn near 6 hours, waiting on her to show up. But something ended up coming up, maybe a customer, and she didn't show up or whatever. That's how thirsty this dude was for Kate. Hey, I want to know, why do you guys want to go behind the next man? If it's anybody I know that a dude I'm cool with, I'm been with, I'm not going behind him, not even with a raincoat on. That's trifling. But a lot of American dudes, they do that shit over here, and now they taking that mentality worldwide and wonder why this STD rate and all that shit is at all-time high. So, back to the story. We almost done here. So, this was when it was starting to get confirmed that she really was a freelance. I did a live a few months ago, and guys kept asking me via emails, and when you had one guy even asking me on my live, how come you never put your boy Austin on blast? He was with a pro, he was with a freelancer the whole time, talking about that's his girlfriend, talking about how he loved her and all that good shit. Lied and said that was his tour guide. Now, people thought I was capping when I kept saying, nah, I don't think she was a freelancer. And I don't think Austin would be that dumb to do that. Well, we was proved wrong. I was sent all kind of evidence in my email or whatever. One guy even said he met her at 808 and he was trying to get her for the free. But then she told him, nah, I'm good. If you want me to come over, you need to pay me 3,500 bucks to come stay the night with you or whatever. He sent me receipts and everything. I was like, damn, man, this ain't a good look for Austin. Shit. So, y'all think that's bad? I even got another message. Guy sent me a picture. Man, you just capping for your boy Austin, man. He can't do no wrong in your eyes. Look, she a freelancer. Me and my homies had her. I was like, wow, picture of a big BBC in her mouth. And she looking at the camera smiling. I was like, well, I guess it makes sense. You know, lack of travel diversity. His girl was one, or it used to be one, where you can never stop being one. And like I said, birds will feather flock together, so it is what it is. But guys, that'll be the end of this story, and there may be a part two. Make sure you like and subscribe, and until next time, I'm out. One.